All right. Oh. I wonder if I turn this off. Ooh. Oh. Interesting. So we need that light. All right. Let me get all settled in. Let's see here. Let me share this. How do I turn this off? Okay. I wanted it all where you were going to at least be able to see the moon behind me. I want to move these blinds. I feel like that would make it better, but I started trying to lift them up and the thing broke. And yeah, I won't lie, tonight has kind of gone all over the place. Hasn't gone as well as planned, but that's okay. That's why we meditate, right? All right, let me let some people know. And yesterday, I was gathering all my full moon supplies and things, and my lighter ran out last night. So I was supposed to go to the store. Well, I went to the store today and I got everything but a lighter. So I'm not going to be able to light a candle. I'm not going to be able to smudge. None of that, but that's okay. Um, just 1 second. Give me a second and then we'll get started. Have music playing. I didn't even think about that till just now. Okay. Just setting up some music right now. How's that? Sometimes I don't like the real like spacey stuff. Okay, see, something happened to my blinds. Yeah, see, it won't go up. Oh well. Mm-hmm. All right, if you're here, go ahead and type something in there so I can say hey. Got a couple people asking me, where is it? Are you on there? I know I wasn't very clear about like social media and all that. Like always, it baffles me. So like letting people know where I'm at, what I'm doing, and like how to find me and the times, that's a challenge for me. But hello. If you don't know me, I go by Lady Kendall. It's kind of dark in here. I was wondering if I should add a little bit more light, but I really wanted you to be able to see the moon. That was the main thing. I kind of wanted to go outside, but okay. So wherever you are, come into like a comfortable place. If you have candles, if you have any of that with you, go ahead, pull that out. I was saying a little earlier that both of my lighters died, and I was supposed to get one at the store today. How does that look? That looks a little better. Yeah, I like that. And if we turn that off. What do you think? Okay, who's here? Hi there. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So moon water. Moon water is pretty simple. I recommend that you use something not sink water. Um, if you could get like a bottled water or purified water or spring water or some type of like nice water, filtered water that you can use, and then you put it just in a nice bowl, a glass bowl. I wouldn't recommend, I mean, you could use a plastic bowl, but, like a nice bowl. And then you really just set it in the moonlight, depending on like what it is that you want it to be for. Um, Typically, sometimes some people use full moons for manifestation, and some people use it for release. I think that what's going on right now globally, this should probably be a release full moon. That's what I was going to, my intentions were going to be for this full moon is for us to release fear and, things like that. But yeah, thanks, Elena. That was a great question. Did I answer it? Oh, and you asked, like, what are the benefits? Hey, Jen, thanks for coming out. Yeah, I mean, and the benefits are, a couple, just it can be really anything. It's all about the intention that you set for your moon water. Um, yeah, you're welcome. I've seen it put in like really pretty. Oh, and then afterwards, once it's done charging, you can put it in a really pretty jar. I don't know if I have any right here. I don't, but if you go to, I think, like you can get on Hobby Lobby, even Amazon, but they have, what are they called? I forget the name of them, but they're apothecary bottles. I think that's what they're called. And they have like, they're like glass, and some of them have like a corkscrew top. And you can put your water in there, put like some tiny crystals at the bottom, just really make it fancy. Put your intuition into it. Put your, intention in it. There's really no right or wrong way, Okay. So I'm going to go see. I don't know if you can hear my little one crying, but I'm going to go see what's going on with her. I'm going to set some music, and then oh, what is this? So how's everybody feeling this full moon? How are y'all doing? So this moon is, I think all the moons have like their own special features about them, but this one specifically, oh, where'd it go? I can't see it anymore through the window. It's going to move, obviously. I don't even know if we'll be able to see it anymore. I'll have to turn off that light. I don't know if you'd rather see me or see the moon. All right, I'm gonna switch lighting one more time. I was saying when I first got on here that this night has not gone at all how I hoped it would. That's why I don't make plans sometimes. I get so irritated when they don't go the way I want them to. There it is. Okay. Oh, comics. There it is. Oh, well, congratulations on graduating. I'm sure everything will go well for you. And but yes, I guess the best thing that I could say as far as manifesting good things is just to really focus on like what it is that you want. And also it's important to get into, we call it a little bit of shadow work. Look at the things that may be blocking you from the things that you want. But that's good. You've got it, pretty much what you need. You're just trusting and get some water. So something you can also do is, I don't know if you were here earlier when I was saying that my lighters died. Like, where is my lighter? Like, I was getting ready and it's dead. Like every lighter I have. So, but something else you can do to set intentions on a night like tonight is get a candle like so. Let me show you. So like I usually use candles like this, and then I put, herbs in them. And then, you set your intention and then you light it, and then you can write on a piece of paper. I like to use specifically a brown paper bag and a red pen. There's just something about that helps with manifestation. And you write what it is that you want on there, and then you can burn the paper on the candle. Another thing that you can do is use bay leaf, like the herb that you cook with, like their dried leaves. I have those in the other room, but Do I have one here? I don't think I do. But yeah, you can write like a single word on a bay leaf, and same thing. You can, burn that in the flame. And then that's for manifestation. So, but if you're looking to release, you would do the same thing. I like to do the things that I release on white paper, and then the things that I want to manifest on the paper bag. Thanks for the tips. You're extremely helpful. You're making me feel good. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad I'm showing positive energy just because I had like all this like planned out, like what I was going to do. And, but these just take practice. Just okay. Another thing as well is, I don't know if you can see, but I have my crystal collection charging in the window with the sunlight, with the moonlight coming through, charging them up as like so. I think I want to work with selenite tonight. And this is really like a moonstone kind of, or not a moonstone, what's the word I'm looking for? It illuminates really well in the moon. Like you see how it like glows in the moonlight. Really nice. So this one is really good for cleansing and releasing energy. So I'm going to hold this one in my lap as I do this. All right. Is there anything else I want to say before we get going? You may need a cushion, may need some water. I would like amethyst crystal. Let me see. Do I have an amethyst over here? I should. Where are the amethysts? That's a good question. I do. I have quite a few amethysts. They're hiding from me. Maybe they're over here. Well, shoot. You see what I mean? I can't find the amethyst either. The lighter doesn't work. Can't find the amethyst. Kid won't go to bed. The lighting's bad. Oh, well. Okay. What was I going to say? It's really simple. Sometimes I think like we overthink it too much, and it's just got kind of trendy, and like everyone feels like they have to have like their whole like setup and the whole 9 yards and everything. And the truth of the matter is you really don't. This is what I say about meditation, is that it's really about, like I was saying earlier, like about your intention and about really just stopping and taking the time to do it. When it comes to a full moon, like we were saying, it's either manifest or release. And in order to release, I like to connect with one of the main elements. So there's fire. That's why people light candles. There's water. That's why people make moon water, or they'll take full moon baths. That's one of my favorite. Tonight, I'm going to dive into a full moon bath. I got a bouquet of flowers, and I'll do Epsom salts and like lavender, a couple things for my full moon, like spiritual release bath. So there's fire, there's water. What else is there? There's air. That's what we're going to be doing with the meditation. That's how we connect with that one. What else is there? Then there's metal, you know, and however you want to connect with that. What's the other one? Um, there's 5, aren't there? Because I'm thinking, oh, I'm drawing a blank. I want to say rock. But crystals, that's like another thing that you can use to be able to connect with the natural elements of the earth, right? That's just pretty much everything is made up of those things. So even if you don't have anything, even if you don't have a candle, even if you're not going to do a bath, you know, even if you don't have a crystal, you have your breath, and that is something. Okay. So this moon specifically is the closest. I think it's a super. Is it a super moon? I can't remember, but I know specifically about it. It's the close. It's going to be our closest full moon, closest to the Earth that we have all year, if I remember right. Um, we're going through trying times right now. If you're in here, if you want to comment on how you're feeling, or you know, if you want to briefly talk about maybe something that you're going through, so that you know I can hold space for you, and we can work on releasing those things. Um, because right now we're going through major transitions. Our timelines are shifting, our governments are shifting. You know, the way we work are shifting. A lot of things are shifting. We're moving to um, a new world, really. Really kind of, you know, that's kind of been the buzzword lately, like the new world order. I mean, like literally that's kind of like what's happening right now. And I think that the main, like what I tap into with the collective consciousness is that a lot of it is fear. People don't know what to expect. I mean, a lot of us resist change. I'm a Virgo, so I definitely resist that and don't like change, and it scares me. Um, what else? But unexpected. You're hearing so many different things right now. I'd recommend probably reducing your news exposure. Um, it's kind of caused a lot of anxiety. So these are some of the things that we want to release. Um, there's also been, you know, some of us that feel really called to wake other people up. And I was like, when I first started my journey about, I would say about like 8 years ago, at the beginning, I got bit by the wake up people bug as well. Kind of like you just want to go around banging a drum, just waking everybody up and telling everybody about like what's going on and what's happening, and telling them about the deep state, and, you know, saying, you know, arguing with people about being a conspiracy theorist and this, that, and the other. And like what ends up really happening is you yourself become drained. Um, and that isn't necessarily the most effective way to be in your new enlightened, awakened state, if that makes sense. Um, I've found over the years, the best way to be is to really just lead by example. And you have to get really discerning on who's really worth your time to share the information with, and who's worth arguing with, and who isn't. And another tidbit that I'll leave you with is this. You know, there's a certain type of person in this world that if they're sleeping soundly, this is an analogy, they're sleeping soundly and you go and you wake them up. Some people will wake up and punch you in the face. It's like waking up a sleeping giant. They'll wake up and they'll be mad, roaring, yelling at you. And I found that to be the case back in like the early part of my journey, is that, you know, I wanted to tell people everything. And I had some friends that when I gave them the information, you know, just about different things, it caused them to go into like like a depression, kind of like they got really worried and scared and they didn't know what to do. And I didn't like having that pressure on my shoulders where I felt bad, like, ooh, like, oh. Maybe I should have let that person sleep. Maybe I should have left them alone. Um, and we see it. This is a part that we always skip over in the Matrix, where if you remember back, that's like my favorite movie. But anyway, if you remember Cyrus, the one who he's the one who ended up betraying Morpheus, right? I don't know if you remember the scene where he's at the restaurant with the agent, and he basically lured him back in with he was eating a steak. If you tap into that, and he tells him, like, put me back to sleep, please put me back. So I just want you to be aware that there's people out here that, for one, you're going to try to wake them up and they're going to be mad and they're going to want to punch you in the face. And two, there's people that you're going to wake them up and they're going to look around and they're not going to like being awake, and they're going to betray you and throw you under the bus so that they can get back to where they were. So it's best it's best to just go about your journey and attract your tribe and just keep on about it. Okay? Okay. I don't see anybody in here saying anything about how they feel unless I'm missing something. I appreciate all the comments and all the things that people have in writing over here. Okay. Whew. All right, so here we go. Come into your comfortable position. Get your crystals and get whatever it is that you may need. Ground the sitting bones, lengthen the spine, relax the shoulders, and rest your hands gently in your lap. And thanks for bearing with me. I know you can't see my whole body, but I wanted a view where you could see like me and the moon. Okay, gently close your eyes. Breathe in through your nose. Out through your mouth. Breathe in through the nose. Now through the mouth. And draw your attention to your breathing. Okay. Continue breathing like that. I'll be right back. Okay. All right. Thank you for waiting while I went to go find out why my child was screaming. for the next few moments, let's now take our awareness from our outer world and take it to our inner world. I don't know if I said that before I left, but it's worth repeating because it's what I need to do. If it helps, you can take your hand on your chest where your heart is. That helps connect you. If that helps ground you. And then you can have your hand in a mudra in your lap. As you breathe in, feel your chest rise. And as you breathe out, feel it fall. And we're going to keep it really simple tonight. We're just going to connect with our breath. Just like so. In through your nose, out through your mouth. So we gather here tonight and stay in your position as I talk to release any pent up fear that we're feeling. We're here to release our worries. We're here to let go of what no longer serves us. And we are to replace it with trust, with faith, with courage, strength, and love. Now, when you're breathing, let's see if we can deepen our breaths down into the diaphragm. So when you're inhaling, I want you to bring that breath in and feel the bottom of your rib cage, your stomach, all expand as you breathe in. Let's do deep belly breathing. Deep belly breathing is something that you can turn to when you feel yourself getting escalated, whether it may be anger, whether it may be fear, worry, anxiety. Deep belly breathing is a really good way to reset and ground yourself. A lot of us have a hard time finding our calm, finding our zen. And I want to give you some facts about that. Is that after a person has been in an alarmed state, if you will, or an escalated state, like we were just saying, like if they've been angry or if they've been crying or, hysterical or really any of those emotions that are outside of like neutral and happy and content. It can take the body 20 minutes. Take the mind, all the processes that go on, can take you 20 minutes to de-escalate. So if you're, escalated, like angry and whatnot, it can take 20 minutes to calm down. Or if you're sad or depressed, kind of low, it can take 20 minutes at minimum to come back up again, to come back to the neutral homeostasis, if you will. So if you find yourself upset, people tell you, oh, just calm down. Or if you're worried, oh, just calm down. And you stop for a few minutes, maybe 5 minutes, maybe 7 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, and you're still not calm. Well, you need to go a little bit longer. At least stop, do your breathing, take a timeout, take a walk that lasts at least 20 minutes. It's about 20 minutes. It's a magical number for meditation to be effective enough for it to cause the type of, what's the word I'm looking for? The type of, chain reaction that you're looking for, if that makes sense. So that's what we're doing right now. We're in our comfortable position with our sit bones grounded, lengthening our spine, our hands resting gently in our lap. If your tongue is in the roof of your mouth or behind your teeth, go ahead and release that. Let your tongue rest in your jaw, in your lower jaw. And also release and relax the jaw. Relax your temples. Relax, feel space between your eyebrows, right at your third eye. Also at the top of your head. Take a deep breath in. And let it out. So on these next few breaths, let's sigh it out. This is another technique that you can use to help calm yourself down or to make yourself feel better. You breathe in through the nose, very simple. And sigh it out. Breathe in. Sigh it out. Can do one more like that. Deep breath in. In, big sigh out. Check back in with your body and release and relax any tension. And for me, it helps if I start at the top of my head and just move my way on down. We were talking about release, relax the shoulders. Try to just make space in the back between the shoulder blades. Make space up here in the front of the chest, in the, what are these called? In the sternum, That's not what it's called. I mean, that is what it's called, but I want to say clavicles. Just make space there, make space in your chest. Move down a little bit further to your lower back. Relax the muscles there. Release any tension that may be in your hips, in your thighs, and your knees, calves, and toes. Just continue to draw your attention or keep your attention really on your breathing. That's if you start thinking about other things or your mind starts to wander off, that's okay. Just bring your attention back to your breathing. Because at the basis of it, that's really all meditation is. Like at the very beginning, is just you and your breath. And when you really think about it, you and your breath, kind of like connecting with your life, because your breath is life. You breathe just about every moment of every day. You take thousands of breaths a day. So, inhale and exhale. And you can say to yourself in your mind or out loud, and give yourself a reminder that no matter what happens, I will have courage. That no matter what happens, I have faith. Because during these times right now, as long as you are, and these are the messages that I'm getting, as long as you are getting in alignment with your soul's purpose, if you are connecting with your inner self, if you are looking for that spiritual connection and you are focused on awakening your own soul, that's the big thing here, your own soul. Because in the end, I'm told that you're only responsible for your own soul. Sure, some of us have given a call. God has given us a message that it's our duty to get out and warn others. But I'd really encourage you that if you haven't been given that, that mission yet, which I'm not sure that it has been given to very many people right now, a lot of people need to really just focus on themselves. I think the best way to awaken others is to just live an awakened example. The best way to navigate through what's going on right now, it's like I was saying, is through faith and through courage. It's really that simple. If you can't think straight, if you're so worried, and really just do what we're doing right now. Find a quiet place. You can set a timer for a few minutes, 20 minutes if possible, and just connect with your breath. Deep belly breathing. Shallow chest breathing is linked to increased rates of anxiety. You know, when you're anxious, when you're worried, when you're frustrated, when you're angry, when you're mad, when you're all of those diseased emotions, those emotions that put you in dis-ease, your heart rate, your breathing is really fast and shallow. Okay, we'll go for about a minute or so more, just connecting with our breath and staying focused. Centered and grounded is what I like to call it. And now that I know how to use YouTube Live, that's my intention. So let's do that. So we've released some things and we've replaced it with what we're going to do, right? Now that we've done that, because let's put it this way, if you don't release the unwanted things, then you may as well not even worry about manifesting. Because it's really hard to manifest through fear. It's very hard to manifest with anxiety. So I'll just throw that out there. But anyway, then you can go ahead and set your intention. And my intention, my goal is to be consistent on posting and teaching and sharing from my awakened perspective, if you will. I'm not trying to wake anybody up, just sharing with you how I live and what I think and giving my opinion. Does anybody else need more time, or does anybody else have anything that they want mentioned before we close out the ceremony? I encourage you to get out if the sky is clear, like it is here. To get out and get you some pictures. Make some moon water, charge your crystals. But the main thing that needs to be charged up and cleared and cleansed is you, yourself, the actual vessel, the actual soul. I feel like that's what the message is for me tonight. Just because I had a very fancy ceremony planned. And I feel like Spirit really just wanted just me and my breathing tonight. Didn't want anything else. Which is okay. Sometimes you just have to be obedient. You just have to listen. I had many challenges before I turned this camera on. Any other night, I probably would have gave up. But that's something that I myself am working through this moon cycle, is not giving up. It's part of being courageous. It's part of having faith that I'm not at the right place at the right time. Having faith that, I am enough. Being courageous that, I am that I am. just being here to spread love. And it's kind of felt it on my spirit as well to talk about also releasing hatred. And anger. We kind of talked about anger a little bit, but hatred for sure. I know a lot of us have that one person. There's that one person we hate. But let's let that go. And not because, it's okay what that person did, but really because that takes up space in our manifestation. That's really what it's about. We kind of have to get kind of selfish with it. Like if you want to manifest what you want, if there's goals that you want to reach, if there's things you want to do, you have to clear those things out of the way. Because if not, when your thing comes that you manifested, you better believe that hate will mess it up. You better believe that fear will mess it up. You better believe that your anxiety or your anxiousness will mess up your manifestation. Into a little bit of music until we close out. Uh-oh. What did I do? Okay. So if you haven't already, you can bring your breathing back to normal. Wiggle your toes, or move your body side to side, kind of wake yourself up a little bit. Draw your attention back to the room. And gently open your eyes if you haven't done so already. And you're done. If you have a journal or anything like that, I'd encourage you to write in it. Oh, another thing is to really pay attention to or not really pay attention, but connect with the way you feel after the meditation. And just remember that you can go back to that feeling anytime. Your moon is moving higher in the sky. Pretty soon you won't be able to see me. Because the attention is on the moon tonight. Okay? Ashe, namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll stick around for a few minutes if anybody wants to chat. Anybody? Who all is here? I say I'm going to have to do this more often so y'all can get used to talking to me on here. But for sure, now that I've done my meditation and everything, definitely have to get my journal out and write all the things. I'm probably going to write on a paper, like all the things that I want to release and then burn it. Now is a good time to really, like I was saying, get in alignment with, what is. I personally don't think that the old world is coming back. So I've heard like a lot of talk of people saying that they want things to go back to normal. They can't wait till things go back to normal. Well, just a heads up that I don't think that's coming back. Could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing, but it's kind of a lesson in letting go. We're gonna have to let go. It's over. It's done. So if you spent some time grieving or, kind of in your feelings about it, I know I did. Probably the last previous 2 weeks, I was kind of like, oh my God, what am I going to do about my job? What am I going to do about this? What am I going to do about that? And I kind of just sat in a space of, oh my gosh. But this week, I felt like the energy moved a little bit better. And I was like, well, I can't sit here and cry and whine and wait for, the government to save me. And, it's part of just having that faith and setting your intention and making sure you're taking action. And, just setting out good vibes and good karma and just hoping that things come to you. You attract things. You get in alignment. And things show up right on time, right where you need them. Right? All right. Got about a minute left. I wanted this video to be just about an hour. So I don't know if Miss Jennifer is still here, but I'll probably connect with her on IG about an amethyst if that's what she wants. Oh no, Elena, thank you so much for coming. I don't know, how do I see who else was here? It's not like on IG where it shows you who comes in. Uh-oh, I'm kind of frozen though. Hey Bailey. Hopefully you'll be able to catch the replay. Any of you that came in, I'll leave this up for the replay. I know that the lighting doesn't look that great, but the moon looks good, doesn't it? Look at the moon. Don't look at me. I'm probably going to go get on IG too and take it outside to see if, wow, maybe I should take my butt to bed. Maybe that's what I should do. Hi, I'm doing well. I'm doing well, thanks. Okay, this is at an hour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this one just so I can have the meditation. And then I may come back just to chat and say, hey. Okay. All right. Bye-bye.